Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. I had to jump on and talk to you guys about the fact that Newcastle have just won 8-0. That's right. 8 goals, 8-0 against Sheffield United away from home. Our biggest competitive away win ever. 8 different goal scorers. Did somebody say Champions League hangover? I think not. What a win. What a story. I am almost speechless, to be honest. The amount of goals we have scored today is incredible. 8 goals, 8 different players. You talk about going into this game. There was no Tonali. How are we going to play without him? Anderson started. People talking about mixing it between Champions League, Premier League. Can we cope with the number of games? And look, it's still early in the season. But to come out after an away trip to the San Siro, a hard-fought 0-0 where we were on the back foot a lot of the time. Lots of questions to Eddie Howe on how we are going to react, how we can come out and show what we've got. 8-0. 8-0. Let me know your thoughts on the game down below. Let me know your favourite goal of the 8 down below. Who was your player of the game down below? To kick things off, as I mentioned, there was no Tonali. We're going in the game. In fairness, I think Sheffield United would be pretty happy with the first 10 minutes or so. They were coming at us, we were going at them. I think for a neutral, it probably looked like it was going to be a pretty decent matched game. It didn't turn out that way. I think the worst thing from the whole game that happened really was in that 9th minute or 10th minute when Barnes got taken off. It was obviously Barnes who started over Gordon. You know, I could potentially say that Gordon actually coming on may well kick-started our game, because I thought Gordon today was electric. We could go through a lot of players and we are going to talk about the goals. I'll tell you my favourite goal. But honestly, he's so light on his feet. He's so agile. When he gets that ball, he made a lot happen for us in today's game. But, as I say, Barnes going off, he didn't even try and stand up. He didn't even try and run it off. So we're really hoping that whatever happened to Barnes, he's going to be okay. I think that is the negative of the game to take from it. But as I say, coming into the game, there was a few passes going here and there, and I'm thinking, let's try and get this together. Let's make something happen, and boom, we do make it happen. 20th minute, Gordon, I've mentioned already, out by the byline. Ball doesn't go out. Ball does hit his hand, but isn't intentional. I think he's the only player who's playing on. Plays it into Longstaff. Great swooping shot into the top of the goal. 1-0, happy days. Sheffield United were stood still, and we took advantage of it. And for the next, in fairness, 10 minutes or so, they were coming back at us, but it didn't take long for us to get a second. Kieran Trippier, fantastic corner over to the back stick. Dan Burn almost heading it in off the ground. He was that low for it. 2 Geordie lads, 2-0 up, 30 minutes gone, happy days. And that's the thing when we are talking a lot about that midfield clicking, getting players to play together, how we are playing our football. You know what helps? When maybe the passes aren't quite getting there or aren't quite doing this. Taking advantage of set pieces, taking advantage of corners, taking advantage of free kicks. It's something that, considering last year when Trippier was scoring goals for fun, and don't get me wrong, he creates a lot, and he got almost a good few assists today. Was it 3 assists Trippier got? I can't count, there was too many. Fantastic game from him, fantastic ball back stick. 5 minutes later, we'll make it 3. Botman, free kick this time, whipped in from Trippier once again. Great glanced header down into the bottom corner, and this is what's building on having so many goal scorers in this game. But that's another thing as well. We have, some big lads in our team. Dan Burn, 7 foot tall. Botman's a big guy. We haven't been scoring enough goals from free kicks, from corners, making use of our stature, making use of our physicality. 2 fantastic goals to score there. And it's great to see Trippier as well, putting some great crosses in. Kieran Trippier puts the ball in for them too. We're going 3-0 up, half time. Trippier's been great, Gordon's been great. we're coming out second half, and really I'm thinking, just keep the ball. Just keep the ball. we'll take it now. It's going to be... And look, that's the thing. Sheffield United weren't great, but we made them not great. We were very, very good. I think second half, if they come out with a little bit of spirit, when we got the fourth, they were done, really. I think once we got our fourth goal, Sheffield United didn't want to play anymore, and we went on to keep going. And as I say, the first three goal scorers maybe weren't the obvious choices for your first goal scorer bets, but the next one, you might have thought he would, and it was Callum Wilson. Gets his fourth goal in 5 games. That was Trippier's third assist of the game. Nice and easy, as you like it. 55 minutes gone, Wilson puts the ball in the goal. 5th goal, and yes, I am starting to read them off this paper now because there was so many of them. Gordon, 5 minutes later, I've mentioned him already. Gordon, so quick, so agile, great touch, cuts in. Sheffield United defenders doesn't want to know about it, does he? He just lets him just go inside and just crosses his fingers. I hope this doesn't go in, but it does. Creates the space. Great whip on a ball. And, again, I'm hoping that Harvey Barnes is going to be all right. You talk about Gordon taking some time to get into the side last season. It's almost like Barnes is having that little bit of time himself to try and get into the side. And, Gordon is a great example of someone who has had to work hard, work at it, had a great summer with England, has found himself in that, really had no summer break, really, has worked hard all summer, and now he's getting his chance, and he's thriving, and he's looking fantastic. Really, really good from him. Again, hope Barnes is going to be okay. 10 minutes later, we make it 6. At this point, we've got Miggy on the field. Bruno, great little play from him, actually slides the ball in for Miggy to sweep past the goalkeeper. I know I haven't spoken too much about Bruno this game so far. Actually, Wilson's goal, a few goals earlier, Bruno had a bit of some great creative play in that one as well. And then we'll talk about our midfield, talk about how people are playing together. The thing you want from Bruno, and we've spoken about him a lot with his contract over the weekend as well, signed the new contract. Hopefully that is something lifted off his head and he can concentrate on his football. You want Bruno to have as much of the ball as possible. You want him to be on the ball, take it in, little touch here, little touch there, play it there, play it there. He did that for the Wilson goal. That was one where he actually took it in, almost dragged it back around the player, played it through to Trippier, who passed it in for Bruno. He was involved again, sliding Miggy in on goal, who scores. What can we get Bruno to try and get his confidence up that little bit more, try to get him back to his best? It's a Bruno goal. Great play. I think it was it Anderson or Gordon down the left-hand side? Longstaff comes in and smashes it. I don't know if it was a shot or a pass or what, but it lands to Bruno, edge of the area. Once again, ball roll back, smack, top corner, and you could see the emotion on Bruno's face wasn't yes, celebrate. It was like, it was relief. It was just pure elation of this potential kind of. And there has been bits of criticism for Bruno. I've no doubt himself knows that he hasn't been playing quite his best. Just the weight is lifted off his shoulders. Contract's done, and we are now winning 7-0. He's had a good game. He scored the goal. Good night, Sheffield United. Or not, because we made a few more substitutions. If it wasn't already over, we brought on Tonali, Isak and Livramento got a bit of game time as well. Isak, 87 minutes, pretty much saunters through Sheffield United's defence and puts the ball in the back of the net and makes it 8. We also saw Lewis Hall get his debut for the club as well, and Newcastle get 8 goal scorers. 8-0 win, highest ever competitive away game. Happy days. And we take that, and we haven't got long to enjoy it, but I'll be enjoying it tonight, I'll be enjoying it tomorrow, I'll be enjoying it on my walk up to St James's Park on Tuesday, where we play again against Man City in the League Cup. I've no doubt the lads are buzzing, and that's the thing, we've come out of AC Milan with a good draw. It was a tough game. It was tough trying to get Isak involved from the front. It was tough trying to get the midfield playing together well. I think today started, just really want to see something big from the players. We've got some good free kick, corner, set piece goals, which really just like triggered us into becoming that cool, calm and collected side again. Once you're 3-0 up, it's much easier to play with a little bit of freedom and a little bit of happiness, and you could really see that shine through the second half. Happy days. Let me know your player of the game down below. I think I'm going to go Gordon, to be honest. It could be Trippier, it could be Longstaff. I thought he was really good. I mean, I tell you what, Dan Burn. I thought Dan Burn looked really good. I think it helps when you're playing a team that is giving up second half. But I tell you what, we took it with both hands and we truly hammered it home tonight. And that will no doubt give a big boost to a lot of players trying to prove. There's a lot of players who want to be in the first 11 as well. It'll be interesting to see what Eddie Howe does on Tuesday. But wow. Enjoy it, Newcastle fans. Drop a like if you're happy to see an 8-0 win. Let's make it a good one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that big red button. I'll be there on Tuesday. Big night for the tune. And I'll catch you later.